Tune to the Fabio, tune to the Fabio, Radio 1. Yo, listen to the infamous Fabio, live on Radio 1. Beats rearranging, beats rearranging. Some of they scoping. Fabio, hold it down for the UK. Radio 1 star. Yeah.
Many thanks to Chris Goldfinger. Dancehall, baby. It's Fabio for the next 2 hours, taking you there. Kicking off the show with a previous guest on my last show, actually, Majik. Brand new, little thing called Rocking Down the House. Pretty apt for what is going to be happening in the next 2 hours, yeah? Big tune, big tune. Tune that's happening at the moment. Blame. Got a couple of hot tunes out on the road. New thing called Solar Burn. Another play on the Omar, There's Nothing Like This bass line. Big. It's Fabio, it's Radio 1. This is how we do, this is how we flex. Friday night, Saturday morning, baby. Blame. I think forthcoming on 720. I don't know if he's still even got that label, but I think he has. Big shout to Blame. Big tune. Little thing called Solar Burn. What a show we've got for you tonight. We've got a killer show. We've got all the usual features, vinyl killers, we've got your emails, high rollers competition, great competition to VIP entry for you and 3 of your mates to Prototype. Also Liquid V sessions mixed by Brian G, great CD. We've got that to give away in the second half of the show. And pleased to announce, first time on national radio, the Mighty AI are going to be in the house. Of course, you know, they've smashed it in the last year, Moving On, Desperado, Uprising, and they've come with a totally different sound and a different thing, a different vibe, and they're going to be coming in talking about how they do their thing. You got to excuse me today, I'm suffering from hay fever. Chest is a bit tight, nose is a little bit kind of on edge, eyes are a little bit kind of puffy. But music eases all pain. Big shout to my dog, my peeps, my homes, mighty DJ Blitz in the house. Oh, AKA Mikey. AKA Mike. It's my boy. Also Jesse. They're here to keep things on track. Brand new on Hospital, Cyantific, featuring the wonderful voice of Diane Charlemagne. Little thing called Don't Follow Me. Vinyl killers later, 2 new entries, 3 going down, 2 going up, 3 non-movers, baby. In 15 minutes.
I'm never coming down, no. Take me high above the world. When I'm dead, I'm never coming down.
The game ain't changed, the rules have just switched.
DJ Pan, Missing Song, deep. Tune reminds me of back in the day. Big shout out to Pan. All the crew over there in Holland. Big up. Anyway, we've got Liquid V competition coming up later. We've got Prototype competition coming up later. We've also got the Mighty AI. They're going to be doing a mix and they're going to be talking talking about last year, because they've had a year and a half, so to speak. Big shout out to everyone who attended Homelands a couple of weeks ago. And as usual, yeah, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Because I say this every year. Some tents, yeah, I'm not even going to blow up genres at all. But some genres flopped over there. That's all I can say, yeah? Some genres flopped. And let me tell you something, the drum and bass tent was crazy. It was crazy. I heard, yeah, a lot of people saying, oh yeah, it weren't as busy as normal. Drum and bass tent, yeah, it was just crazy. Big shout to Brian G. Stevie Wonder, not the Stevie Wonder. Ghetto Stevie Wonder. To all the crew. Big shout to Marky, Andy, everyone who played there. It was big. It was real big. And again, you know, we always hear this now. Music is just kind of like going through a transition. It's, you know, we've heard it all before. There's nothing new. But I tell you what, drum and bass, don't put drum and bass into that category. And I don't know kind of what else we've got to prove to people. But we know in certain publications we won't even get a mention. But we don't care. We like that, actually. We thrive on that. Big shout to, in case you thought I was Grooverider for a minute. I think I just turned into him. Big shout to my boy. Big shout to Grooverider. Right, we've got the Vinyl Killers coming up. Last week's number one was... I think it was Mampi Swift. He was a guest on the show last week. Big shout going out to Mampi. Also to IC3. Also to Pedro. All the click. Brand new. Little thing entitled Bounce. Fabio. Radio 1. Big shout out to all the crew down there at Hospital. Remember, Hospital at Heaven. That's kicking off soon, cracking off, and I'm going to be running over there. Also, Serbia, baby. The Exit Festival coming very, very soon. We're going to be doing that live. Myself and Rage, Giles Peterson, Annie Mac, Annie Nightingale. It's all good. Is that the 7th? Yeah, the 7th of July. We're going to be cracking off at the Exit Festival. I've never been there. I've been told, I've been warned about this place. Be prepared. It's actually on the 9th. Get ready for that. Also, Clips will be in the studio with me in a couple of weeks' time. Right now, it's time to hit the Vinyl Killers. 2 new entries, 3 going down, 2 going up, 3 non-movers. Big shout to Massive, to Vinyl Rhythm, to BM Sorrow, Eat the Beat, Intense Records. Check out the Radio 1 website to hear the Killers again, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. It's that time, baby.
This is Radio 1. Vinyl Killers, number 10.
My guests coming up later in the show. AI, Uprising, VIP, re-recordings, down 4.
Number 9.
New entry. Mighty dBridge. The Monochrome EP. Bingo. In at 9.
Number 8.
Yes. Right about now, stepping in inside. You got the sounds of the DJ Friction, flying the flag for Valve Recordings.
Oh no.
DJ Friction, the big bad bass, the next level. In the background, you can hear the wonderfully titled Gangbang by Dillinger. New entry, highest new entry in at 8.
Real shit. Number 7.
Friction once again. Nemesis, Monsoon, on Valve, non-mover, big shout to Friction. Number 6, former number 1, Mood to Swing versus Logistic, I Got Love, the remix on Bingo, down 2. Oh God, sorry about that. My hay fever, I didn't know the mic was up.
Number 5.
And number 5, Various artists. Liquid V, the EP on Liquid V. I'll be giving away the Liquid V Club Session CD mix. Oh, that's a mouthful. Later on tonight in the show, of course. Staying at 5. Track you can hear across the Delta. T-Power. Mampi Swift, Groove's guest last week, Hackers, Tripped Out, Charge Recordings.
Number 3.
Non-Mover, Baron versus Subfocus and Generation Dub. Squelch, the remix of Baron Inc. Number 2, Amerie, One Thing, the D&B remix, White Label. Number 2, Non-Mover.
This week's number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1. Number 1. Final Killer's number 1.
On my show in 2 weeks' time. Up 4. Number 1. I think it's his third number 1 in our charts. Clips. Test on Full Cycle. Big shout to Clips. Proving once again, nice guys do come first sometimes. Safe, guys, Clipsies, man. Watch out for the forthcoming album, got some crackers on that. Big shout going out to Ronnie. Don't know if you saw Ronnie in BBC One the other night talking about Bristol. That was a good little show. Big shout to Ronnie, to Crust, to Die, the whole camp. Number 1, Test Clips. great to see that number one. Tune has been around for a little while. You can see it selling and blowing up the spot. Clips, test, full cycle, big. We have got clips in a couple of weeks on the show, and then after that we've got a free run. Don't get me wrong, I love having guests and stuff like that, but I do also love having a show where I can just play my music, do a little mix, and get settled in a totally different kind of groove, kind of thing. But we've got the wonderful AI tonight. They're going to come in, they're going to do a mix for us and stuff. Remember, if you want to hear the Killers again, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. From the forthcoming Calibre album. Man, that makes it seem so easy. Tell you what, I've never seen so much people... You know, everyone's drinking absinthe at our homelands. I was like, what? I was walking up to everyone and they was going, well, do you want some absinthe? I was like, do you know that's what made Van Gogh cut his ear off? Do you know that, yeah? I was like, really? Really? Saw people foaming at the mouth, sleeping on the floor and... Oh, mate. No, thank you. Absinthe, no. A big shout going out to everyone who attended Grace, the bank holiday. That was most excellent night. Big shout to the Rider, to Spencer, all the Herbal crew. Big shout going out to Joe, Groove Connection. Also to Sarah, my little daughter Cassie. Giving out some love. AI coming up in around 10 minutes time.
changed, the rules have just switched.
little thing entitled Hell's Angels by TK. Big shout going out to all the Detonate crew. Big shout to James. Also to the whole Type Massive. All crews. Right, competition time. Tonight you can win free VIP entry for you and 3 mates of Prototype at Fabric next Friday night, which is of course Grooverider's night. The lineup includes myself, Grooverider, Ronnie Size, Mampi Swift, Nicky Finn, also DJ Blitz, aka Mighty Mike, with MCing from Moose and Flux. As well as free entry tonight, you'll get free drinks, access to the VIP era, etc, etc, etc. Get to take home some goodies like vinyl and merchandise from Prototype and Fabric live album. You got the whole package. All you got to do is answer this question: who mixed the last drum and bass album from the Fabric live series? That's who mixed the last drum and bass album from the Fabric live series. Send your answers to Fabio at bbc.co.uk, mark the subject High Rollers or put pen to paper. High Rollers, Fabio, Radio 1, London W1N, 6AJ. So one more time, who mixed the last drum and bass album from the Fabric Live series? Send your answers in to Fabio at bbc.co.uk, mark the subject High Rollers, or High Rollers, Fabio, Radio 1, London W1N, 6AJ. That's going to be a good night. It'd be great to see Mickey Finn. I haven't seen Mickey for a minute. So big shout going out to Mickey and all the Urban Takeover crew. Also shouting up LTJ Booker. Heard he played a marvellous set at Homelands a couple of weeks ago. Big shout out to Conrad, to Makoto. Got to big up Keaton as well. Came and done his thing at Swerve the other week. Respect. Also to your boys Loxy, Inc, Clayton, Renegade Hardware, all the massive. Also got to big up Total Science, big up Quiffy, also Smithy. All crews representing. Speaking of crews representing, right after this, representing will be AI. And they've taken the last year by storm, changed the game. And they're humble lads as well. Humble peoples. They're up straight after this, they're in the mix. Also a big shout going out to Laurence. It's Fabio, it's Radio 1, this is how we do, this is how we flex. Friday night, Saturday morning, baby. Vintage Electric. Basic Operations. Some great music coming out of the States at the moment. Big shout out to Nathan. Also Focus. All the crews representing. Right, pleased to have in the house AI. What's up, guys?
How you doing, Fabs? Right?
Sounding.
Whoa. That mic sounding a bit. Wow. Listen, I'm echoing, Mike. What's going on, Doc? Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Proper echoes, man.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's better. Please, that's music to my ears. That's a lot better. Cool. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, very well. You,
Yeah,
Fabs?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. You know what? I got the hay fever thing cracking off this year. Usually, I don't know, the last couple of years I haven't had it. This year I'm just under this hay fever vibe. And it's kind of messing up my summer so far, but I'm all good. I'm here. Good to see you guys in the house. How's everything, man?
Yeah, man, been working hard, just like trying to keep getting some sleep or something at the moment, man. Serious, like.
Major lack of sleep, man. You can see it on us, probably.
Yeah,
Past
for
2
real.
weeks, man, I'm finding it hard to string a sentence together, so radio is probably not too much of a good idea.
But then, you know, hey, guys, I tell you what, that's success, isn't it? That is being successful, and that's what it's all about, man. Not sleeping and, you know, getting up crack of dawn and just thinking music 24 hours. And let's go back, though. Let's go back to originally, because I don't even know this. I don't even know how you guys got together. How did you guys kind of hook up together?
Well, it's quite a long one, really. It was, it's about 12 years ago, like through mutual friends. We're into kind of similar music at the time, the hip-hop and the jungle, hardcore stuff at the time. And we kind of kept tight then. I went up to Leeds for 3 years, done my thing.
Where are you guys from? Are you Londoners?
Yeah, London.
Both of you from London, yeah.
Born and bred North West London, man. So.
Wicked. No doubt. Yeah.
Have to know, mate.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was gonna bust my Arsenal t-shirt today, man.
Oh, easy. Listen, don't get the rock started. Yeah? That French thing going on, we all know there's a little conspiracy going on that I think Lawrence has actually kind of kicked off. Yeah, you don't even want to talk about Ashley Cole right now. Yeah, that's for another program, dog. But, right, so how did the Leeds thing happen then? How was you guys at uni down there, or?
I was at uni down there.
Uh-huh.
I was there like 3 years, and doing a night called Dope at the time.
Okay.
And it was like it was the main weekly night up north. Was doing that with
Yeah, I remember
residents. Yeah, you definitely there was residents.
Yeah, I didn't know you used to do that.
Yeah, I was there
real?
from the beginning, man.
Wow.
Yeah, done that all the way through till the end, really. With Marcus was residents there, Marcus Intellects.
That's
and
right.
TC1.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a running night, man. It was running.
Wicked. I didn't know TC and them guys was like you guys kind of knew each other from back in the day.
Yeah, that's how we all kind of linked up
Okay, cool.
up north, basically. And
Right. And how did you meet Gambit?
I met Gambit like 3-4 years before that. We just kind of stayed tight through that, man.
Yeah,
See.
just mutual friends, basically. Like, basically, I was like working out of my bedroom, little bedroom studio with a few friends. Like, because Glenn was like coming backwards and forwards between Leeds and London, and we had mutual friends. We linked up, and he was DJing up there, obviously. So I was making the beats.
For real.
I was cutting some plates down at Music House and doing, like all my early stuff up there. And you know what I mean? And then it just grew from there, really. When
So
it came
what
back
name
down.
did you go under back in the
I
day?
was Gambit. Always
You was
been
Gambit. You've always been Gambit,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Done a few, like I done a release on Reinforced with like Code 071 that done the.
Oh right, hello. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. You see what I mean? You know, I'm learning things here. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. So, what was your first release together? Did you have?
It was everyone on Solar. That's the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah.
Wicked, man.
But that's the first AI tune, in fact, I think, that we can class
Nah,
as AI.
yeah, the other side was Embrace. Was
Embrace.
the
Embrace.
one.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
everyone
Commercial
came
suicide.
after that. Yeah.
So, did you have a set kind of idea pattern of how you wanted to make music? Did you go in and think, you know what, we want to crack off something different, or was it just listen, let's just see what happens, what we come up with? And
It kind of really came about like because obviously Glenn had connections with Noz through TC1 and that, yeah, at Dispatch and that, yeah. And basically they
Nos Hidden Agenda Nos.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wicked.
And they basically they needed a remix of a track, and Glenn, knowing that I was working in the studio at the time, said, "Help me with this remix kind of thing." Yeah. So we started doing a remix, and it was a little bit too hard for them. So we kind of went back in and said, "Well, we know what they want. We can do what they want. Let's do it." You know what I mean? But we still kind of wanted to retain a little bit of hard edge to it as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
Sound just grew from there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what your sound is very kind of It's difficult, really. If you haven't heard that sound, it's very difficult to describe because it's very reminiscent of like very early Goldie, that kind of beautiful, brutal thing, kind of moulded together. Desperado's a prime case of that because that tune it's quite brutal, the beats and the formula, but then you got that. I'll do anything. You got that, you know what I mean? Which is, you know, reminds me of some sad guy who's kind of like, I'll do anything for you.
That's what it's meant to be.
Desperado.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I loved that about it because it's just such a simple idea and it's such a good idea. But I'm going to go back a little bit further. Even you've done a tune called Just I Can't Give Up, which came out on 31.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That
that's right,
tune, I keep on telling you, like, you know, to go back in on that tune, you know, because my pressing of that, it came out really, I don't know, it weren't pressed great, and I used to play it and it used to kick off, but for some reason it just never. But that tune, man.
It's one of them ones people might just look back, you know, and decide to just slow burn and sell over these.
Well, I'm gonna be slow burning that. Trust me.
Nice.
So when did you guys you got this formula now, like with Uprising, and I remember speaking to you guys, and you was like, you know what, we're gonna change up the things a little bit. Was that? Do you guys make conscious decisions after, say, 6 months? Like, yo, we're going to move it up a little bit, or we're going to change the sound slightly, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that? Or is that every time you go into the studio you have a basic idea of moving it up a level?
Just comes, it's really just a natural vibe in the studio and the way we're feeling. We always try and stay kind of one step ahead in that and try different things, really.
We have to keep ourselves interested as well at the same time.
For real.
And also we do, like, we read a lot of the magazines and the internet stuff and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, sometimes we kind of fight against being bracketed, you know what I mean? We just like to make jungle at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? People try and put people in boxes and that kind of just fuels us to do things a little bit more different.
Then does that affect you in any sort of way?
Well, yeah, but in a good way, because it then just means you want to actually show that there's more sides of you and you're more determined to bring that through in the music you're doing, you know? And you're more determined to sort of like create grey area where you bring it all together, so something could be hard and dance floor but still have a soulful edge. Like, what are you going to call it now? You know what I mean? It's just jungle. You know, that kind of spurs us on to kind of just bring everything together in a little crossover way.
But then at the same time, don't believe everything you read on websites.
Yeah.
Because, you know, websites is just someone's opinion. And that's what I said on my last show to Jay Majik. I mean, you know, it can be, when you get some little guy that doesn't know anything slagging you off, it can be really annoying. But then we've all got our opinions, and he's got his opinion. He probably doesn't know as much as you guys know. So
you just got to pick sense out of the nonsense.
Exactly, and then constructive criticism never does anybody any harm.
Yeah,
you know, it does kind of.
It's a good thing. I like it. Do you know what I mean?
For real.
Because it keeps you on your toes.
For real.
You know what I mean, and it keeps the fire in your belly.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But anyway, listen, a turning point in your career was Uprising, because up until then you guys were known, and you guys had a reputation as up and comings. Uprising done it for you. You just came out with this tune, and of course you had the hook up with Brian G as well. How did that work out?
Basically, I think we were in Music House when they were cutting something. There was a call from Brian G. He was trying to sign, what was it, Everon? I think that's the first thing he'd done.
Yeah.
We were like, nah, it's not possible. We were just chuffed that he rang us up and that, you know. And the same thing happened again. He tried to sign another tune called 100%.
Yeah, I remember. Bad tune, 100%.
Wicked. And then Marky signed that one, and he was distressed, and he was like, you have to do something for me. And, you know, that was our dream. Like, we kind of grew up listening to V, do you know what I mean? That was always our dream. And then we done God, what was it called again, the track we done? Sky High.
Yeah.
That was kind of the first thing we done for him, and the relationship just developed from there. We just felt most comfortable with V and with Brian. We all got get on well on the level, and it kind of grew from there. And it's worked out really well.
And the Uprising just came out of the blue.
Yeah, it was kind of a little retaliating thing. We were kind of like bracketed just as like liquid, this and that. We wanted to show people, you know,
we can do.
We're main room, we can do whatever, you know. We're main room, you know, and that was kind of the demons in us, and that's where Uprising
got an angry thing,
but then people still call it liquid, which is funny. You know what I mean?
Listen, you know what? I've told people, you know, whatever I say is liquid. Right? So if AI is liquid, that's what I try to say to people, because what annoys me is sometimes I get these tunes through the post, yeah, and it's got some out of key roads on it, and it's got Fabio plays it, and I was like, what? No, I do not play that. Thank you very much. And it's like Liquid. It's not. Liquid is the name of my radio show. You know what I mean? It doesn't really mean anything. Do you know what I mean? I could say Pendulum's liquid and it's liquid. You know what I'm saying? So, don't even watch all that liquid talk. Yeah, don't even watch all that liquid talk. You know what I'm saying? But Uprising, and then you came with the remix was just like, because you know remixes, and you listen to them and you think, yeah, that's all right. But what all these guys did was just messed around with the notes, and that seriously, I was just like, whoa.
That was Ryder that started that.
Yeah, it was Ryder's whole.
He said it was completed before it had even been done, man.
There's a rumour on the net saying it was done. We hadn't even made it yet. You know what I mean?
That was pressure. It's like, right, crack the fingers, and we better go in and do it.
Banged it out, really. It's by the way, it's a VIP as well, not a remix. It's a bang out, man.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting it to come out.
No, I remember speaking to you guys, and you guys were like, well, it's just a little VIP thing for the mans. Do you know what I mean? And you know, and now the DJing thing's cracked off for you guys as well. You're DJing loads, and
man.
Was you guys always DJs from before?
Yeah. That was our first love, both of us, really. But I mean, like, when we first started getting into it, there was a lot of kids our age and our generation that was getting into it at that time, getting decks at home and buying pure records. And you just realise that if you really want to get serious and make some headway in this industry, you got to have something different. Yeah, I mean, and going in the studio for me was the obvious thing, to just make some music and make the connections through the music. If you've got something to offer, then you can talk to people. Do you know what I mean? I didn't just want to hand tapes and say, yeah, because, you know, everyone's doing it. You can't always listen to tapes all the time.
No, for real, of course.
That's it. That was the easy way in, really.
But, you know, also there's your sound, which is a very unique sound. It's getting bitten a little bit at the moment. A lot of people are kind of trying to ride on the little AI vibe. And what do you think about it? Does it piss you off, or did you?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, of course.
I don't really hear it that much, really. I mean, like.
Oh, I do. I do.
I don't know, man.
I tell you from now, I do.
But we're influenced by so many other people in this scene.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, everything goes in cycles in this scene. That's what's always made it. It's made it so.
That's what makes
so
it
sturdy all these years. You know what I mean? Everyone borrows and someone gets inspired by someone else and then puts their own cap on it. You know what I mean? As long as it's not a blatant rip-off. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. It's all good.
Yeah, you know, inspiration is all good. We just spread the love, innit, man?
And
keep the vibe going.
You're right. That's what I mean. I mean, that's the one thing. You know, people always say to me, you know, DJing, doesn't it get boring? And it can't do. You know, you get 60 new tunes a week. And, you know what I mean? And it's all kinds of different kind of vibes. And right now, I don't know for you guys. Are you guys inspired a lot by what's going on the whole scene at the moment?
Yeah, definitely.
We've been having fun.
Yeah, man.
Especially the DJing thing. That's been the main part of this year. We've been kind of all over.
I know you guys seem really happy DJing because it's, you know, to a lot, you know, it's a different art. Making music and DJing is two completely different things.
Completely. Yeah.
And then a lot of people don't find the DJing aspect that. You know, they're a little bit like, oh yeah, I'll do it because I got to, you know what I mean? But you guys seem to really enjoy it, man.
Yeah, I mean, man, I was standing back from my decks at like 16, 17, doing double drops and that, saying, oh, how blinding I am. But no one wanted to listen to it, you know what I mean? So you got to make that move, man. But that is it. I was loving the DJing from beforehand, so was Glenn. He built himself up as a DJ as well. So the fact that the DJing came with it now is a good thing for us. We just take to it. We've been doing our thing. Like, you know, I was playing at Deck Effects all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for real.
So,
which is a great base, and it's great to kind of like learn your trade.
Yeah, man, that was proper throwdown.
Oh, yeah. Proper proper. I used to go in there, and see some mans from Brixton Hill. I was like, yo, you're in the drum and bass club. But anyway, listen, what you got coming up? I know you've got a label cracking off and you've got a few things kind of like in the pipeline. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, firstly, we're also here for, there's a Liquid V album, basically, that's just hit the shops. Mixed by Brian G, so we're kind of promoting that as well. For real.
And
that's got like Caliber, Ronnie Size, all sorts.
Bad CD.
Yeah. And I think we got an EP, but Better Days, thing we've done with dBridge.
Oh, right, okay, that's wicked.
That should be.
Yeah, I got that through the post the other day, man.
Is it? It's on TP now. I think. I think that's dropping next month.
I love that, man.
Wicked.
And then you got the big picture as well. What's the coup with that?
Yeah, that's the first release for our label, Touchwood.
Right, and what's the label called? Touchwood?
If it goes according to...
It's that kind of party,
just want you guys to feel relaxed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's the label
label's
called?
going to be called Widescreen Recordings.
Oh, right, okay. And what you're going to be
cinematic flow, you know what I mean?
Are you going to be using loads of different artists, or is it mainly going to be you guys going to be the
For the
focus of
first
label?
while, it's going to be us just trying
just
to
build
sort of
it.
carve our way through.
Wicked.
We've got a lot of people around us that have been sort
That
of
wanna
building
come in
themselves,
and-
and we're
yeah,
gonna
for
be
real, man.
bringing people through and that, you know.
Wicked,
Yeah.
wicked. All right, listen, guys. We got to go into the mix. Yeah, I know you guys are going to do a little mix for us, so we're going to do that, and we're going to say our goodbyes at the end of the mix. And anyone else you want to big up, if there's anything you want to mention, we'll do it straight after the mix for you guys. Yeah,
Safe.
But in the house, in the mix, coming up, AI baby.
Radio 1, Radio 1, Radio 1. Fabio.
It's a big picture out here. You know, it's a big world. And it's beyond, you know what I'm saying, a hood, you know what I'm saying, a street corner. It's a big world.
Fabio.
Radio 1, AI in the mix. AI in the mix. Of course, if you want to hear track listings, you know where to go. Fabio at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Right, before you go, guys, where can people catch you, DJ? I know you've got a very busy schedule. Where you guys are forthcoming? Anything big that you want to mention?
Well, tonight after the show, we've got, there's a big Planet V night.
All right, wicked.
So, yeah, we'll be there directly after the show, 3 o'clock, 3 to 4. Catch us there.
Wicked.
Starting at the end, there's a lot of DJs down there. It should be a good one, so definitely get down there for that one.
And you've got Club Coco cracking off as well?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Breaking Science Valve thing.
Wicked.
That's a big one. And also Tempo Tantrum. I think that's Telegraphed. That's tomorrow as well.
All right, wicked. I was down there a couple of months ago. That was a good night, man.
Cool, looking forward.
Yeah, good night, man. Good night. But listen, guys, thank you very much for coming in. Anyone you want to say hello to? Anyone you want to big up before you go?
Let's big up Brian, all the V family, Shirley, Moses, all them, you know what I mean?
No doubt, man. Good people.
Anyone for you?
Yeah, that was just about the V family. Obviously, Smithy, Quiffy, dBridge, TC1 Stress Level, and everyone representing,
Yeah,
basically.
man. Everyone playing the music
That's it.
and doing the thing, man. But listen, guys, thank you very much for coming in. Before you go, when's Big Picture coming out? What's the release date on that? Do you know yet? Or
Well,
That's
if
a bit
everything
up in
goes
the air.
according to plan, September. And also, want to big up Carsten down at EA Sports. He's back in that as well.
Oh, wicked.
For the FIFA game and that, which is brilliant. And yeah, September, basically.
I might have to come for you guys for a loan soon, you know? The AI bank, you know what I'm saying? But listen, guys. And what's the label called? Touchwood, is it? No. Many thanks to Laurence as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're there doing your thing.
How can we forget Laurence?
How can you forget Laurence, man?
Sorry.
How
about
can you
that.
forget Laurence? Do you know what I'm saying? But we're going to shut it down before she starts going on about Lille. You don't want to get her started, you know. Trust me. But listen, guys. Best of luck with the future. You've played a very important part in the development of drum and bass over the last year, and you've done your thing, and you've gone out there and created something different, and not a lot of people do that. So respect to you guys, yeah?
Thanks a lot, fans.
Be good, yeah?
Yes, man. Respect.
Peace.
Wicked.
Beats rearranging, beats rearranging, beats rearranging. Beats rearranging. You're true to the Fabio Radio 1 stop. Yeah.
once again, many thanks to Glenn and Gambit, aka Artificial Intelligence. Right, we got to hit off this Liquid V Sessions competition. Tonight we got 5 copies of the latest release from V Recorders, Liquid V Sessions mixed by Brian G. All you got to do is answer this question: where is Brian G originally from? It's that easy. Send your answers to Fabio at bbc.co.uk and mark the subject Liquid V. Put pen to paper, Liquid V, Fabio, Radio 1, London W1N 6AJ. Once again, where is Brian G originally from? We've got 5 copies at Liquid V Sessions. Excellent mix by the mighty Brian G. 5 copies to hit off. You need to get in there real quick. Right, a few emails to read out. We've got one from Harmonix. This guy was telling me that he just been made redundant, and he decided the little money that he had left to fly to London and come to Swerve. Which, you know, that is, I've got to give him love. That's dedication, man. And he came down, he done my head in a little bit, I've got to say, he did, you know, he was going on a little bit. But when he told me he flew from Belfast and how broke he was, I don't know if he wanted me to give him his return fare or something, but Harmonix, respect to you. I know you gave me the CD, I'll give it a listen. I've been away for a little while, so I'll give it a listen, and I'll definitely get back to you on that, kid. Also, a big shout going out to Pete from Ascot. He said he wanted to hear their perfect combination track. What will it take? Next show, I'll definitely dig that out for you. Also, big shout to Ellen from the Czech Republic in Prague. She sends her love and a big hello to me. And also, big shout to Jamie listening in Bahrain. Damn. So this beat's for you, Jamie. This is yours. It's Fabio, Radio 1. Time is of the essence at the moment. Got about 15 minutes left. Coming up next, Benji B in the house. Remember Grace each and every Sunday. Big things happening over there. Of course, Grooverider's night every Sunday at Herbal is cracking off in there. Remember to check that out. Also, Swerve each and every Wednesday. And we are going to get AI in the house, because I've been talking about that for a minute. Going to get them there within the next couple of months. We're going to make a big deal of it, yeah, because it's been a long time. I've been talking, and the talks come to nothing, so we're going to get that cracking. Also, remember the Exit Festival in Serbia on the 9th of July. We're going to be coming live from the Exit Festival, one of the biggest festivals in Europe. Myself, Annie Mac, Annie Nightingale, Giles Peterson, alongside a host of A-lists. That's going to be big things. So we're coming live from Serbia on the 9th of July. Also, we've got clips in the house on the next show. Well, many thanks to AI for coming in, doing the mix, great stuff. If you're into the UDG thing, you know, they make bags, the best record bags you can get. Next week on Grooverider show, he's going to be giving away some UDG bags. Respect to that. Big up to everyone at UDG representing. In the background, Hot Flush, Caliber versus dBridge, Deep. Right, many thanks for listening. Everyone who writ emails and stuff, thank you very much. Thank you to Jesse, Mighty Mikey. You can check us, all our crew, our little clique, at Fabric next week. Blitz, Fabio, Grooverider, Radio 1 Camp in Effects. Big shout going out to Andy Worrell. Heard you got some hair growth going on, kid. Coming up next, Benji B, old friend of mine, most excellent show. Great DJ, you check him out straight after this. I'm going to chill for the weekend, try and get over my hay fever thing. Swerve Wednesday night. Fabric next week. Gonna end off with something a little bit left field. This is deep. So until the next show, I will be seeing you with clips on the next show. Until then, take care.